musimbirwayo umo musina urombo unde wakakomborerwa tozo rora tese umo rinda wakati wira rinda wakati wira rinda usingashori kuti mutoro warema uyo wapirwa na Mwari musha uyo unonisa rinda usashore rinda wakati wira rinda wakati wira rinda usingashori kuti tira ine minzwa funga akaitakura kuti moyo watambudzwa nani ye wakatambudzwa rinda wakati wira rinda wakati wira rinda usingashori ramba wakatsungirira usarege kunamata kuzorora kwaswedera rinda usashore rinda wakati wira rinda wakati wira rinda usingashori rinda wakati wira rinda wakati wira rinda usingashori usingashore.
I think one of the things that I'm actually going to start by telling you is enjoy yourself. You've been through a lot. Hello? Enjoy yourself. You've already been G? Exactly. So, advantage of being a widow, no one asks you to rukupi, no one asks you nzunani, no one asks you kutu crown plaza shua here. No one asks you why you're talking with over the phone. No one asks you about your last scene. No one asks you about your status. Hello? Yeah, learn to see the other side of things. So that you don't go through this life a stressed person. So I'm going to speak to you from a very practical perspective. I'm a child of a widow. We buried our father in July 1998. And the first time I was seeing a dead person, I was holding my father dying. And I didn't know he was dead. We're in 4-roomed house. I'm repeating this story for those who missed it. We're in a 4-roomed house, upper floor. And I thank God so much because of the gift of a mother. That's why I'm really, really privileged to be around you. And anyone who has got a person called a mother, you are really, really blessed. Amen. So, my mother went from being a housewife to a widow to a widow to a vendor. Are you hearing this? Because when got a housewife all along, the husband doesn't attend this my business. That's why I'm a bit serious now. I'm not changing our cards. I was do a business. That's really dangerous. Because the moment when reality strikes. So that's why I'm always telling my male colleagues, guys, empower your family. And I'm also going to emphasize that point tonight as ladies, why we need to empower each other and to empower ourselves. So my mother went into the streets. I'm so happy she's here today. We went into the streets. She takes some banana. For me, that became my motivation. This will not continue. That's why I believe you need something to push. You need something that drives you. So I'm watching my pains in that serious. I'm watching my do for in that serious. Went through university. First born in a family of 5. Now, from that vendor, out of 5 of her babies, 4 have got master's degrees. And the last born is with me today. She's final year law school. He's graduating this year. So why I'm here is really to encourage you that there is a reason why you can look forward to tomorrow. Kuba a widow is not a joke. A number of us, we come from a family, my husband is really rough. Rosa, he would not pay the marine but Chabona kupi. You know, I share my story. No one from my father's side even bought me a ballpoint pen. About school fees, cannot vunza, kunzi imari school fees. Nowadays, when Zosha phone, I hate to mirror my iwi waiti. So, when you see when watch behave funny, just to know that people are people. Munano chinja. And people usually show my true colors. So thank God for people who manifest their true colors. And when people have manifested their true colors, I want to encourage you, never try to repaint people who have shown you their true colors. Thank God for people who have shown who they are. Don't hate them, treat them with caution. Simple. So, one thing that I'm going to encourage you as a widow, I love what you're saying. I see title to no fun I am town. Hi, in don't gender so what? Don't move around town telling people, hi, I'm Ningi, I'm a widow. As long as you're not from town, hi, I'm married. Because the moment you begin to wear that title and try to play the sympathy card, you're in trouble. Mom, I explain why they are. Baba Shire, so what? Hello? Baba, so what? So, imagine if I was walking town, shoes already. Of course, I have to say it because I'm trying to put all these things in context. But I'm saying, never walk around town carrying a tag. You are a woman. Fearfully, wonderfully made. Enjoy your life. Period. You see, life is so amazing. Akuna shop in things rama widow chete. Crown Plaza, munom. Agato mbruna basa nonzo rumari kupi. Mkango wapa maria wakakwana nukupa imachea. Do you know beta bricks? They don't ask your marital status. Sakamai baba waripi. No. Vada kuzotu nembari nokona chitine. Kana wabhadhara wapa address delivery. What deliver? So what am I saying? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop. I want you to disappoint a certain people. It's a group of people who want to see you in that sorry state. Kune vanhu vanotonakirwa nestory yako kana uri musorry state. Azoonda anga akasimba. Ameno akaripedza gore rino. Imi mazuva murume wacho anga asingaiti. Kune vanhu vanorova malevels ewitchcraft akadaro. Please don't give them the joy of celebrating on your misery. There are people who are waiting on you to fail. They are holding their breath for you to fail. Disappoint them, and if possible, let them die of suffocation. They are holding their breath. You are the mother, wake up. You see, one of my favorite books, which I have written, is called No One Is Coming. Guys, akuna aure yazokutchinjira life yenyu muno. Fact yokuti wachema zvinonzwikwa. Misa the world from rotating. And the point that I always make, the world is not going to stop simply because you're suffering. Hello? The world is not going to stop simply because you are suffering. No, it's not. Life is so cruel. Profit. How did I profit? How to balance some books a funeral. It could be burial. Oh, all right, it's fine. I can go calculate the mileage. That's why question of is usually meant to calculate mileage. Zach, a widow, every morning, look yourself into the mirror, affirm yourself. With me? Affirm yourself. One of the things that we need to do as widows is to constantly be strong for our children. Constantly be strong for your children. It's very, very important. And Vana, to the mother is a strong person as well. Not that you're not going to face my issues. No, you are going to face issues. But I want you to be strong for those children. In case you doubt whether you can go, look at me. I came from a widow. That's a good sign. From the 4-roomed house, we extended it, and I shared with this for those who are in Mandara. One of my lifelong goals was to build my mother a house. I built a house last year, September. She moved into a house fully furnished in Marara. From a small suburb in Masvingo to a place where she can park 2 cars and even more. But I want you to realize one thing. Life does not change automatically. I know I'm going to go to know but I want you to be able to be proactive. BG, proactive. Business. Be proactive. Because honestly, when you get to say no, Zimbabwe, I can't advice. Can I also know one Zimbabwe? Muka usina one show quiz. Kuna zimwe chembero kumabvuku kuzonzi rate rakakwira ngokwiza rent. Are you with me? Hey, rate rakwira ngokwiza chi? Rent. Rate rakwira ngokwiza price yehuku yake. Zvino kuva munhu anorarama by faith usina chaari kutengesa. That's a perfect recipe for heartbreak. Even the Bible says the Lord will bless the works of your hands. Business. Grow your businesses. Develop yourself. Be proactive. I think I talked about that. Be proactive and realize that no one is coming to change your life. And the story that I want to share with you, I was talking about personal growth today, earlier on, and I want to stress about that today as well. One of the things that I'm so passionate about is to see people growing, widow or not. Kana makasiwa mu one room na baba. Kana iri yenyu, God bless you. Kana isiri yenyu, let's dream for better things. Munhu ngaitiwo chinhu chinobatika. Are you with me? Vanhu vakawanda vachiri kubatirira pafurniture yasakare ari kutanze furniture yarume wangu. Hanzi sentimental. Yeah. But upgrade yourself. If you want an archive, build an archive. grow yourself, develop yourself. Because you know, I want you to notice for a moment. For an good. Imagine unotenga my day old chicks. When da kudanga, after 2 weeks, this shouldn't go right out to be a day old. And that's good to get a good gaga. I think this. Kuti, time is famba, but apana change. So one of the things that we need to be constantly careful about is to be able to measure progress. Nimakore. And so we say pressure. But it's really, really critical for you to be able to look at how are you growing, how are you developing. I'm going to repeat the story that I usually talk about, the story of 2 Kings chapter 7. I think you know the story. 2 Kings chapter 7 verse 3. Why are we sitting here? Until we die. I talked about it last time in Mandara. One of the things that I want to remind you, ladies, if you don't start the right conversations, you'll never be able to change your life. If you don't change the people that you're surrounding yourself, especially the ones who are not adding value to you, you are in trouble. Now there were 4 leprous men at the end of the gate, and they said to one another, why are we sitting here until we die? I emphasize the importance of number 4. For me, it speaks of associations. Who is in your network? You see, a number of us are going to live average lives because of the people we are surrounding ourselves with. Chimbotambo no one stretcher. Tamba ne vanhu ukatanga ungochema namo every time message yacho haisi kusvika. Because I expect a certain level of growth. I was speaking earlier on with guys, but I'm testimony I'm botaura kudhara. Ndinotenda Mwari ndisina hupfu pano unazongoya nehupfu. Zvini izvozvo. Those are not testimonies after some years. Kaboza nanga ukota ka mBhayibheri ishirikadzi Aiwa, ishirikadzi yoyo, but iwewe wane nyasha the information. Now you know how to even produce. Now the 4 leprous men at the end of the gate said at one another, why are we sitting here until we die? And the point that I make is leprosy, no one applies to be a leper. I think you know this. Similarly, no one in here ever applied to be a widow. Imi, akuna munhu asingadi kumugwara padhuze nemunhu wake. Chero achita ngonono, chero achita mararo, munhu. Munhu anoda kungomugara paside pemunhu wake. Ichokwadi kachi. But who elects, decides kuti ndoda kumugandira one? Akuna. But the truth is life happens. And that's why we need to realize one thing. We can stress ourselves over things we can't control, or we can be grateful for things that we can control and start working on the things that we can control. No one. Why are we sitting here until we die? And I want to challenge everyone to get to a level where you confront yourself, confront your situation, and begin to have honest, real conversations about yourself, about your life, and ask why. And the point that I'm always encouraging people is you can't change anything that makes sense to you. Mwana testimony one room. Ziyakatokwana indonzwa kukwanirwa. Vana vanotorara vachitorara ngonono hama dzangu. Zvokuti ndikutoona kuti Mwari zviri kutoendeka. Munhu ane testimony yakadaro kumubuditsa mu one room anonetsa. Zvangu zvaringana ndizvoka. Yeah, but ari mu one room. Zvake zvakadi zvakaringana. So you can't change anything that makes sense to you. Change only happens the moment you get to a level that I write in my book called No One Is Coming, called This Is Nonsense level. In other words, something stops making sense and you confront it and say, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. You see, one thing if you read this story, there is famine that's going on. Because Israel has been besieged. Nothing is going in, nothing is going out. And they happen to be lepers. Munobona zvinoita upenyu so. Munhu anomuka asipo, bheya anomuka asipo, zvinhu zvakatodhakwa kudhara. Zvinhu zvakadhakwa. Vamwe vana bheya vacho vanga vane zvipandi, wakutanga kufonwa nzi komota yehalfa. Ausana wapedza kuchema, munhu autoziva kuti boti yangu ndikakomira 2 weeks unotengeswa. Vamwe usati wapedza kuchema zvipandi zvasvika. Tell you, but guys, I don't want that. You know, I heard of a story Munhu asati avigwa. Message yangosvika musauya nebhodhi kunoko. The guy had not been paying rentals in months. Yeah. Straight to Makua. Why are we sitting here until we die? And the key word there is why. What with me? Meaning in life, ladies, you can sit and wait to die. You see, a number of people, we prepare for death more than we prepare for life. When one of them paid up funeral police, they are so ready to go, but they are praying against the spirit of death. Hello? Why are we sitting here until we die? And this is what I want to tell you. There's so many things that are within your control. But the tragedy and the challenge of our society, we want to focus more on things that are not within our control. You control how you use your time. You control who is in your phone book. I've been telling people a very simple piece of advice. Don't change the quality of your handset until you change the quality of your contacts. Pane age no fano nyansa kuta ma contacts no na makuwa mfoni makwa nimoza. Iwo no dozo ati ninge ani makuwa. Wato misa pa speed dial. Beloved widow, surround yourself with people who energize you. Surround yourself with people who talk life into you. Surround yourself with people like the 4 lepers. They're constantly challenging you to ask the question, why are we sitting here until we die? So, ngati fungira kuti life in Nigerian movie. Anoiza. Unotanga uchichema. Samozochinja. Una utongofa uchichema. Suara, mama kurem. Next thing arutambura, next thing ane business. That's a Nigerian movie. But in real life, where you start is not necessarily within your control. In real life, what is in control is what happens in between. Zimbabwe ndikupa simple advice. Usarara usina verenga mari. Choro $10 yeche. Multiply $10 by 30. 300 years. Yeah. I challenge people at least make $1 an hour. An hour, make at least $1 US. Do that formula. It means every day your daily target is $24. Kana presa. We're at 24 times 30, that's 120 US. You never complain about pays rukwana. But you know, this thing starts with a conversation. Why are we sitting here until we die? That's what I want to challenge you today. Go back home. Collect yourself. Guys, how go no. Mourning is for a season. No. Mourning is for a season. That's why I cannot season morning. Please mourn. But now, we now need to get to a level where we accept reality and take responsibility for creating a new reality. No one is coming for you. No one. You are the person to make it happen. So these guys say, why are we sitting here until we die? Read the next verse. They say, if we sit here, we'll die. If we go back to the city, this famine, we'll die. Which means going back is and should never be an option. It should never. And also staying where you are should never be an option as well. You see, no wonder we settle too quickly. We settle too quickly. We settle too quickly. You know, muna testimony 2 rooms. Irukupendwa. Iriswa cobra ichipenya. Kumudza we can upgrade 2 rooms anonetsa kubvisa 2 rooms. Don't settle too quickly. So they say we can't go back. It's not feasible. Neither can we stay here. It's not feasible because we're going to die. And they have a conversation which is very interesting if you read the next verse. They say, now let us take our chances, that's the Message Bible, and throw ourselves at the camp of Aram. If they let us live, we shall live. If they kill us, we shall surely die. If you read the Message Bible, it says, we have got nothing to lose. I'm going to explain, I don't explain it, you know, there's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose ndeyekuti matanga kutengesa madomasi mimi haana kutengwa hamuna kuluza because mamagara makabroka. Are you with me? Nothing to lose ndeyekuti ukandoregister kunyora provisional wofoira, you have lost nothing because wanga wagara usina provisional. Nothing to lose ndeyekuti ukatanga business rikacollapse wanga wagara usina mari. Do something. Do something. No message. Do something. You see, when Wakanda was so cautious to a level, we can't do anything. Imi, couldn't even do respect them down. But of course, one of the watch balance. Mambo na team brothers ukuru kozerere. Unokuna we ni fosho ro ni piki. That's very good. Mwana wana pina basi. Nothing to lose. Kana hapana, kana winner. They don't know what to do with money. So we have got nothing to lose. But I want you to know something. A number of us, we focus on the penalties of failure than the rewards of success. What if it doesn't work? But what if it does work? So, do something. Ukono kuno wodoma zai chito profit $2 wodao ungo push up WhatsApp status andizvo it all WhatsApp status notengesawo something ungangode onzi looking good, it's fine, looking good, but it all status rikutengesawo something. Slaying girl, go girl ndazvinzwa, but it all status irikumbomarketawo something. It all WhatsApp for business. Yokuti munhu akapindawo pafoni pako paline rako anopindawo mukashop catalog inbox high quality this that. Zvino manje mamessage emastatus help me Lord I'm feeling low. Yaba mthukutsi. Unokuwara. Kana it is well with my soul. Anoizwa. Ukaona panzi it is well with my soul chakabvondoka. Are you with me? So, you have nothing to lose. Do it. Take that step. Mrozara nakwanda Mwari na umabasa usingabhadhari mari. Ari kusponsor company. Anotsvaga mari yefuel, otsvaga mari yemamwe expenses, lunch and everything. Kwasiri kubhadharwa mari. Tomti aiwa kana une capital yakadai so ikai. Chimwe invest in a side hustle. Develop your side hustle until it becomes your main hustle. You're okay. Now I'm a point, and I'm going to repeat it. Mambo na chipina prayer band takatsangwa chinamata chituka mwema dzinza. Mwema zitategura kafari marombe. Akafasina chinu. Moza. Kana munhu akunamatira mwema dzinza achida kudhila nayo aminozoitwa face. It's serious business. And I want you for a moment to remember this. If you don't package yourself, if you don't collect yourself, if you don't grow yourself, vazukuru vevazukuru vachatipindirawo all-night prayer. Vachituka mweya madzinza, mweya madzitateguru akafa ari marombe, vachitaura one of us. So I'm challenging you tonight to live a generation it is stable. God allows you to be in this position because He knows you can make it. And truth be told, guys, why not Vitron? That's the reality. You see, that one's going to waiting list. I'm still young. But when you find yourself in this situation, there are two options. either live this life complaining, mourning, crying, or collect yourself and make a commitment. I'm going to live my best life now. And that's what I'm challenging you. And most importantly, as I close, let's learn to encourage each other. But each and every one of us who are fighting certain things sometimes we can't talk about. That's why when you send messages, be kind. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know the battles that I'm fighting. Be kind. Be kind. And let's learn to check on each other. Mamka say, Shiri say, I don't want anything, just wanted to check on you. That's what makes us family. That's what unites us as family. And most importantly, Kanamunazo confide in you. Please don't betray their trust. Next thing, 5 minutes later, by status, people are suffering. And they're like, the coincidence is too much. So it's been great speaking to you. Thank you so much once again for the invite.
Shall we gather at the river where bright angels' feet have trod with its crystal tide forever flowing by the throne of God? Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. On the margin of the river, washing up its silver spray, we will walk and worship ever all the happy golden day. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. And we'll reach the shining river, lay we every burden down. Grace on spirits will deliver and provide a robe and crown. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Soon we'll reach the shining river, soon our pilgrimage will see. Soon our empty hearts will grieve, but with a melody of peace. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river.